Okay, thank you. Soy. Now, let's come to the discussion. Let's invite Dr. Shanina to give question, comments, suggestion, corrections. Yeah, time is yours, Dr. Shanina.
Okay, sorry, I was muted just now.
Yeah, okay. We can hear you
Okay,
clearly. Yeah.
okay, all right, great. Hang on for a while, yeah. Okay, Soy, first of all, I would like to congratulate you for coming this far, yeah, reaching this far. You've completed your thesis, okay, and I think your writing based on what you have written, I think you have presented the chapters very clearly. Okay. However, I have some questions, just to see the extent of your understanding of your own work. Okay, and also to clarify some questions that I may have on your work. Okay, all right. Sorry. In just in very simple, simple in a few sentences, what is the gist of your study? Can you tell me what your study is all about?
Okay, thank you, Doctor, for your meaningful question. So the study is about identification of the mood structures of the abstract of the review article, and we also want to find the common mood that can be used as the model when the writer want to produce the abstract of the review article.
Okay, so you have identified several moves, okay, that are used in writing abstracts for review articles.
Yeah, Doctor.
All right. So correct me if I'm wrong, yeah, based on my understanding of what you presented in your result, you found that the moves are the same as other articles, but you found a few patterns where the moves are different. Okay. Am I right?
Yeah, Doctor, yes.
Okay, right. What um just to be clear, you see similar moves, you know, uh, in review article as compared to, other articles. Is that what you found?
Yeah, Doctor, we find the similar move, but the one that is very different is the kind of research article. They use the word result or outcome or the finding, but in this non-research article, that the review article, we use the word synthesis or discussion because it's not the explicit result like the review article, but it is the combination or synthesis of or the summary of what they review or discuss in the main body. So they summarize or synthesize the previous study that have been done before.
Yeah. So it's quite obvious, yeah, because it's a review article, so that is why findings are not emphasized. Okay, so it's more of like synthesis of the articles that are reviewed. Okay, so when you found that, so what? How what is the implication?
The implication, the most important one is about the command move, the move pattern. Sorry, Doctor. The command move structures that is about we have found three move structure that is predominant over other structure, that is background, objective, and synthesis or discussion, because it contributes mostly in among other moves. So we can suggest the researcher to follow the model when they write the review article abstract.
Okay, Right. You also mentioned about conventional and optional moves.
Yes.
Right. Can you explain more about this?
Yes. Wait a minute. This is the model that cited from. It is from the article from Thailand, if I'm not wrong. So we classify the move uh, based on the frequency. This is the model from Kanosila Patan 2005. So the frequency of the move, if it appears 100%, it considered to be obligatory, meaning that it necessary to be added, to be included. But if the frequency is between 60 to 95, it considered to be conventional. But if its frequency is only less than 60%, it means optional. It means that you can conclude or cannot conclude. It's okay. Yeah. This is the point.
Okay, so I'm just curious here. What motivates you, to do this research?
Okay. So the reason behind this research, because mostly the researcher focus only on the review article of research article, the review of research article, but the non-research article, no one conducted it, especially a review article. So I bring to bridge the gap. I interested in doing this thesis.
Okay, so you want to look at you looked at review articles, review articles on applied linguistics.
Yeah, doctor.
You mentioned applied linguistics, yeah?
Yeah.
So articles that are related to study on linguistics.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, right. So what sort of what's your justification for using articles on applied linguistics? Are they any different from other review articles focusing on different fields, different areas of study?
The rationale that I select this article, frankly speaking, there is no scholarly justifications, but the reason behind this study, because applied linguistics, because my major, I'm an English teacher, and I study in the English study program. So that linguistics is related to the language implications, like what is the language, how to acquire the language, or how to use language in the real world. So applied linguistics can help students, teachers to learn language better. So that's why I'm interested in choosing this field or this discipline.
So how will your study, contribute to the body of knowledge?
Okay, so my study, I strongly believe that my study can contribute to help the writer, especially a non-native and unexperienced writer, because maybe they are not familiar with writing that kind of abstract. And it also can help a teacher of English, because they can use the result of the finding as the learning input that can help teach their student to write the abstract or review article. And maybe this article will be used to support other research, because it can be used as a relevant literature review, or it can be used to consolidate the next study as well.
Okay. Right. Did you bridge any gap in your study? What was the gap that you were trying to fill in? Especially I'm more concerned on the theoretical gap rather than the practical gap. I think what you mentioned just now, your contribution of the study was more of a practical gap that you're trying to fill in, that researchers need this, and then certain group of people will benefit from this, How do you locate your study in the literature?
Okay, so I strongly believe that this study can bridge the gap, especially for practical implication for writing improvement, because the study can help not only teachers but also students, especially for the writer, the no-white writer, the new one and unexperienced, or the non-native speaker or non-native writer, to help them for their writing practicality.
Okay, okay. So I guess it'd be good to also, you mentioned several problems just now, several ways of placing your study in the literature, trying to fill in the gap in your study. You mentioned about novice researchers, being a novice researcher, being someone who is not a native speaker of the language. Okay, I wish that you could actually provide some studies, any theories, that would back that up. When you include that, when you back up the gap of your study, especially in the discussion section, with theories as well as with previous studies, that would place the contribution of your study, better. We can see clearly, how have you placed your study in the existing literature. Okay, so I think, by highlighting only the practical gap, that is, for a PhD study, it has got to be more than that. Okay, right? So I wish, that you would back your discussion, you would support your discussion, with theories, bring back, the problems that you have highlighted, showing, the importance of looking at the specific moves in writing, abstract for review articles. What you're doing is actually you're placing the importance of your study in the literature. Okay, I think that could be more enhanced. Now, your data analysis, you've used the content analysis design, okay, approach, content analysis. In your content analysis, I saw that you had a lot of data indicating the frequency. Okay, right?
Yes.
Did you have, because it's a content analysis, did you analyze further, okay, how those specific moves are actually constructed? Did you make any differences in terms how they are, specific moves are structured, how the sentences are structured? Did you make any analysis of that? Or was it just on looking at frequency?
You mean like the linguistic realization, right, Doctor?
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I see.
Like, let's say you look at how the part where where the author synthesize, or where the author highlighted the background of the study, for example. Okay, how was it written? What was the structure used? How was it impactful? Because this is a qualitative approach. Okay, qualitative analysis. I think you should have that in addition to looking at just the frequency of certain occurrences. Okay.
Yeah, thank you for the engagement.
All right. Okay. I think I don't have any more questions. I'm not the only examiner, yeah?
Okay,
Okay,
thank
okay.
you very much. Yeah, Dr.
Thank you,
Sanina.
Doctor, for your meaningful engagement and
Yeah, very
improvement.
important suggestion, not just quantitative frequency, because this is a qualitative content analysis. Thank you very much, Dr. Sanina. Next, let's invite Dr. Sahrial.
Thank you, Prof. I like Shanina style, Soy. Through question, so it means you have to explore more about your background. You have to explore more about your discussion. Because in discussion, you have to explain what are the differences and why it is differences, and then what is the expert opinion, and then your opinion. So it is not clear yet. So Bu Sanina style only through the question, actually to ask you to more explore in a background, the understanding of the move, for example. Okay, from me, this is only the result, result, progress. In UK, they call it progress report. So we need to help you to fix your report. First of all, your writing is in inconsistency. For example, about your research question number 2, that's not matched to your the objective story. Your research question is to find the common move, right? The common move.
Move pattern, but
Move pattern. But your research question is different. Your objective. Yeah, the common, but your research question is to find about the rhetorical the rhetorical structure or whatever. I don't remember your research question number 1 and number 2.
a rhetorical structure to see
Yeah.
the mood to see the mood pattern.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah. So you need to explore as well about what is rhetorical structures, because you want to find the common. So it means if you want to find the common, there is no uncommon. So you need to explain what is the uncommon rhetorical structures. So we don't know that one. So you want to find. So your objective is actually to find out the common, right? Not to identify, but to find out what is the common move. Is that correct? Because in your discussion, you use the term of pattern as well, pattern move, not the common one. Maybe you need to answer.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So be consistent about the technique of writing, because that is different between your research question with the objective and the result and discussion.
So,
Okay.
so I will change to
Check it.
the command.
Check it. Yeah. So because if you want if you want to see the common, so you need to explore what is the pattern move, how many of them, and then you want to find the common one you find in your research, right?
Yes, sir. I have found that.
Yeah, you have found it. From
I will
where?
change. Yeah.
Okay. And then, like Dr. Karnina said, so in discussion, remember, you didn't explore yet about your result with the expert, with the theory. What is the difference? If it is different, what area is the different, and then why it's different, and then what is your opinion. So still need more explanation about the discussion. That's why Bu Kanina asked you about what is the theory talk about your result, because you didn't explain it yet. So I agree with Bu Kanina. You have to, to match it with about the theory. You have to find the other theories about uh, your discussion, because like Bu Kanina said, what is the importance of this research? That is the question. Yeah, Bu Kanina. What is the importance of the research, especially in Cambodia? Yeah, good. Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you, Pak Syarial. Okay, now let's invite Pak Adin. Your
Okay,
turn.
I'm so sorry because I'm in the hospital. So, Soy, congratulations. So you are in the step in your progress report examination. So I have several questions for you, Soy. Yeah? The first, Soy, where did you put the explanation of the typical patterns like optional and conventional that you have found in your result? Where did you write the explanation about the typical pattern like conventional and optional? Sorry?
Yeah, okay, so so based on the result, I just reveal the kind of the classifications, and then but in the slide I did not mention, but in the printed document I have explained about that. The conventional, the obligatory or mandatory, it means that it's important and need to be included. And for the optional, it means that it is fine to include or exclude it. And
Okay.
I also satisfied with my result that the first two move are conventional. Maybe the author want to capture the interest of the reader and then inform them directly to what will be discussed in the review article. I also mentioned about that.
Okay, so my next question. What is your research limitation?
Okay, thank you, sir. The limitation is that we study only the 40 abstract, and the abstract is in the field of applied linguistics, and it had to be downloaded from the High Impact International, and so the result cannot be used to generalize other type of article or other discipline or other section of the review article. So we focus only the abstract only.
Where did you write about your research limitation?
I can include it in the first chapter, sir.
And my next, sorry, I think because you try to analyze the move in the review abstract, yeah. So where did you put the authentic of the abstract itself that you have analyzed?
Can you simplify the question a little bit, sir?
In appendix, yeah, did you put the authentic abstract that you have analyzed? I mean, when you
okay,
want
yeah.
to, yeah.
I put it in the appendix, the name of the author, the year, the title, and the source.
The abstract?
Yeah, the source of the abstract.
I mean the real abstract that you put it, that you have analyzed by using coding and to identify that is the one.
Yeah.
Have you?
I have one, sir, because I just included the source, but I did not include the real one.
Yeah, that is the important point. Yeah. Okay, I think that's all, Prof. Safil. Yeah. Thank you, so yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, Pak Adin. Okay, sorry, you have got so many suggestions, yeah, comments. Okay, I think it is clear for you how to fix your thesis. So my suggestion first is in table 5, the presence of move patterns. Don't have so many patterns. Yeah, you can write only 4 patterns. Yeah, patterns with 4 moves, patterns with 3 moves, and patterns with 2 moves and 1 move pattern. Although there are variation, yeah, between the pattern. Yeah, there are so many differences in 3 move pattern. Yeah, okay, because it is difficult to read if you have so many patterns. Okay. Sorry. Write your limitation, yeah, in chapter 5 before suggestion for further studies. Yeah. So write the limitation of your studies first. Yeah, such as the number of articles included in your study. There are only 50, yeah? And the 50 articles are from several subfields, sub-disciplines, not only applied linguistic. There are some from linguistic and other subfields. Okay, so based on the limitation, you write suggestion for further studies or future studies, and also write the implication, yeah, pedagogic implication of the result of your study in chapter 5. Okay.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah, and in the conclusion, you write the summary of your findings. Yeah. Uh yeah, because your study involves a qualitative analysis also. Yeah, please discuss or describe the content of the move. Yeah, you give the same name to the moves. Yeah, like objective, method, yeah, or introduction. Yeah, but they may have different content with those in research articles. Yeah, like method. Yeah, what is in the method? Is it similar to the method move in research article abstract or different? Okay, so you can comment on it. Yeah, you give the same name. Yeah, maybe it is in the chapter 2. Yeah, do you show the model, the possible moves in the abstract with the same name, with the names in yeah, background. You know, what is in background? What is in objective? Is it the objective of the article or the objective of the research? Yeah, method. What is in the method? Okay, not just the name. Do you write it? The description of the move. Yeah, sorry.
Yes, sir. Below the table of the research instrument.
Or in the instrument.
Yeah, I clarified
Like this.
there.
Yeah. Move on is no background. Yeah,
And
so
also in the table of the table
in
of
the
the
table, you
research.
just write the name. This table 4. You mean table 4?
I mean research instruments, the research checklist.
Oh yeah, but write it in your results. Yeah. Background. What is in background? Objective. What is in objective? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's come to the beginning again. Yeah. How much is the possibility of teachers and postgraduate students to write review articles? Yeah, the possibility, yeah, because postgraduate students are required, yeah, to write research articles, yeah, not review articles. Or is it possible? for students to write review articles?
I think it is possible, sir, because if they want to publish that kind of the article to the journal, maybe some journal require that kind of articles. And maybe
you mentioned that the non-research articles, are they all review articles?
No, sir. It can be the editorial viewpoint and the literature review, not only the review article, but review article is just the one type among the others.
And the 50 articles, are they all review articles?
Yes, sir.
So this is only for review articles, not non-research article.
Yeah, only a small part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think you know how to fix your thesis, for the exam later on. This is still result seminar. So the purpose of the result seminar is to help you, revise your thesis, so it can be much better when you face the exam. Okay. Is there more comment or question, Dr. Shanina, Pak Saryal, and Pak Adin?
Enough for me.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So it's time for Soy to revise, and perhaps there is Dr. Shanina here. Maybe we can ask for Dr. Shanina. Perhaps what time they have?
About 1 month from now.
Yeah. All right.
So we'll invite Dr. Shanina again to exam your thesis. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So we will check the times later.
Yeah.
Yeah. And hopefully not at the same time, because this is a praying time. Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Shanina. Yeah, Dr. Saryal and Safriadin. Okay, Soy, you can say something to close the session.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Sahnil, Dr. Adin, Dr. Eric, and Dr. Shanina for your valuable time and effort. And really thank you for your comment for the improvement of my thesis. And here we come to the end, and I wish you good luck and stay healthy.
Okay, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Yeah, thank you.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam Bu Shanina.
Ya, oke. Bu
Saya
Shanina.
dipanggil Pak Erik sama students Bu Shanina, jadi bingung siapa Pak Erik.
We'll have a meeting tomorrow, Dr. Shanina.
Yes, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So I end the meeting, sir.
Sure. Yep.